Hello and welcome to Ladies Who Question. We're doing something different and fun today, kind of like what I did to Holly last week when I sort of sprung a couple of different topics on her. But this week, Holly, you have something in store for me. You have a couple topic surprises.
Topics definitely relate. We'll start with the question. Okay, Lisë, what do you think? What's the first thing that comes to your mind when you think of the word peace?
Oh, that's easy. Cue the music. Yeah. Okay. First thing that I think of. It's a throwback.
Oh.
But it's absolutely sincere and genuine.
Uh-huh.
I thought of that Coke commercial from I'd like to buy the world a Coke. I mean, that was what it turned into. But it was
fun.
Originally a real song.
Right.
But I thought of people on the mountaintop in the Coke commercial singing, I'd like to give the world a Coke and live in harmony, or whatever it was, right? Something like that.
It's a real thing.
Yeah.
That's so interesting.
I think it's a mark that it shows that the mark of pop culture.
Well, it's so funny because the first thing I think of is Woodstock.
Oh, well, I guess same
because
time frame.
To me, that's when peace, peace signs were everywhere.
Peace and love, baby.
Yeah. So it's kind of similar, and a group of people getting together and celebrating peace.
Wow.
So I don't want to make this about world peace. I want to make this about what makes us feel peaceful inside.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah,
I mean, there's so many different ways to
right.
experience peace.
That's why I wanted to kind of narrow it down.
Yeah. But wait, before we go on, don't
Yeah.
you think that's interesting that we both harked back to that era?
Right. Yes.
Wow.
And mass amount of people. That is so, I thought you were going to say Woodstock. I was just like, if she says Woodstock, I'm going to be like, whoa.
Well, I said something from the Woodstock era and kind of Woodstockish.
Right.
So it's kind of crazy.
That is.
So you're talking about peace in different ways or something. Is that what you're getting to?
I'm talking about what makes you feel peaceful.
Okay.
Because I feel like, first of all, we're never feeling peaceful.
No, a lot of people aren't anymore.
And what can we do to ourselves? Of course, there's a lot of things. And then I'm going to talk about the most peaceful places to live in the world. There's a big, long list of that. The top 10, which is really interesting. Like, you know how you can close your eyes and think, what makes me feel peaceful?
Yeah.
So what makes you feel peaceful?
Okay. Well, the moment you said that about what makes me feel peaceful personally is when if I'm petting a dog. You know, if I'm giving him a scratch, or it's just a moment of that's all it is. It's nothing else going on. It's just me, locking eyes with the dog, or just petting him, or giving him a scratch behind the ears, and it's just that moment. And it can last for a few seconds, or it can be a sort of a Zen kind of couple of minutes of just petting. That's to me, that's peace. And
That
also
brings you
gardening.
peace.
Yeah, also gardening. But that's about it.
Everything else is run, jump, turn this on, read the phone,
Kind of.
read your texts.
Yeah.
We're never just calm and at peace.
How about you?
And I would what I would say lately is because, I had 2 sound baths, which are meditation. That makes me feel so peaceful. Last night I had one.
This is the thing
yoga.
that you and I went to. Oh, I thought that was, I have to say, powerful.
It gets me into such a great mood and calms me down, and I just feel peaceful, and my inner world is secure, and then there's a lot of somewhat activities like sitting on a beach with nothing to do and looking at the water. Something about water kind of calms you down. And there are certain statistics about living close to water, how it enhances certain things that are good for you.
I don't know what that would do. I mean, I can see the sitting on the beach and the lapping of the waves, or even just crashing of the waves, that sound.
I just love that.
Yeah, so that does it for you.
Yeah.
I understand about the sound bath, because when we went there about 3-4 weeks ago or something, oh my gosh.
Did that help? I mean, did you feel good?
I felt very good, and I felt strangely calm, which I rarely.
That's it. Calm.
Yeah.
being calm makes me feel peaceful. And it's hard to reach that feeling on a daily basis. And I think it's a lot like when you're with pets or when you're with nature, that's when you feel a little calmer.
Oh, nature. Yeah. Well, you're talking about being around water. Yeah, right. You know, here we live in Lake Bluff and we've got Lake Michigan at our feet. A lot of people hang out there. I mean, you know, and interestingly, there's so much more traffic there. There are so many more people now in Lake Bluff than there were when I was little growing up here in 1960s here in Lake Bluff. But so there would naturally be fewer people hanging at the beach.
Right.
But the more I think about it, maybe there wasn't as much of a need for people, as turbulent as it was back then in the 60s, whatever. Maybe there wasn't as much of a need for people to seek peace that way. Maybe there were other ways, or the world wasn't quite as wound up. I'm just postulating here. I don't know.
That's a good analysis
Yeah.
because things seem to be so much more complicated and go, go, go.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's up to us to give ourselves self-care and kind of calm it down.
Yeah. If we thought the 80s were go-go.
Exactly.
You know, this is a whole new level.
Oh my gosh.
This is different. It's different
is.
in many ways.
It's hard. I feel like it's harsh.
Yeah, harsh.
On all of us.
Yeah, harsh.
And we have to take care of ourselves.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's 10 countries that are rated from 1 to 10 of the most relaxing and peaceful places to live in the world. This is based on the world. And when I saw this, I'm like, oh, this is kind of interesting. And I asked my husband, do you know what the number 1 country is? And he guessed it right off the bat.
I'll bet it's Denmark.
Wrong, but you're close because that is on the list.
Yeah.
That's like 4.
Because it's
5.
Usually
That's 5.
One of the happiest of populations. I bet it's somewhere in Scandinavia. Or is it? Okay, so
well, maybe not Scandinavia, but in that family.
okay, then maybe Holland.
No.
Okay.
Maybe it's not that family.
Well, I thought you meant Europe. So
I don't know.
Iceland?
Yes.
Well, that's Scandinavia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I know it's kind of on its own.
Yeah, it's on its own. Yeah.
And I've been there, not recently, but the year 2019.
Oh, that's so
And,
cool. I want to go there. I've been wanting to go there for 30 years.
It is totally peaceful.
Yeah.
And I could never live there because of the darkness.
Oh,
or
right.
the lightness, because we went in the summer and it's light the whole time.
Right. That would drive me
But
crazy.
there's no crime. There's no garbage. People are so nice and the food's fabulous. It is utopia. Unfortunately, it has the weather elements, but
and volcanoes.
and they I think they're really restrictive on letting people in their country because the crime is so low, and we were asking people about it, and they had some kind of mob that did filtrate, but very small. So they don't really have crime. I mean, they probably have a little bit, but
Well, here and there, but not like what we're used to.
right.
Yeah.
If they have one shooting a year, it's like big news, that kind of, you know what I mean? Okay, so number 2 is...
I don't know. Maybe Sweden. No, not Sweden. Okay, let me see. Number 2. I don't know.
Okay, number 2 is New Zealand.
Oh.
Yeah.
I should have known that. I've actually been to New
you
Zealand.
have?
So yeah. So
Oh my gosh.
And I
1,
can
2.
believe that. Yeah. Well, because I mean, the sheep outnumber the population.
Wow.
I'm not kidding. I mean,
Oh
every
my
time
goodness.
you look, it's like there's a hill packed with sheep. Oh, wait, another mountain packed with sheep. And they're everywhere.
Is that their major export and
Probably.
food supply? Like, is lamb on every meal, or
I don't recall.
Okay,
I was
didn't
there
know
in-
if they keep, they export, they.
Well, they
the
export
sweaters,
wool.
yeah,
Yeah, and Uggs, you know.
Oh, right.
So,
Okay.
But I was there in 2006. I don't think it's probably changed that much. No.
It seems like just a nice little country
Oh,
over there,
it was
like not having a lot of
gorgeous.
problems.
Well, yeah, it was gorgeous. I mean, absolutely breathtaking.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Probably the way Iceland is, but in a different way.
Number 3 is a European country. I was a little bit surprised. Portugal.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
I know people who used to live there. They were a little fiery, so that surprises me. But
Yeah. Number 4 surprised me too.
what?
Austria.
Oh, they're close to Switzerland, and that probably helps.
Right. I was there years ago, like
Was
as
it
a college student. So
great?
it was. I just remember it being gorgeous, going to the Sound of Music house.
Yeah. The real one.
Just beautiful. Just and again, clean, nice. And so that brings us to 5, which you guessed already.
Oh, Denmark. Okay.
6 is something you guessed already-ish.
Sweden?
No.
Holland.
No.
What else did I guess?
Switzerland.
Oh, Switzerland. Oh, yeah.
I thought you said Switzerland.
Well, I said Austria's next to Switzerland.
Okay. That makes sense. Now, the next one is kind of surprising.
Okay.
It's a big, big country that's very close to us.
Oh, well, it wouldn't. Oh, Canada.
Yes.
Oh, that's not surprising.
Oh,
at
really?
all.
Okay.
No, Canadian people. Every single
so
Canadian. They are very nice.
They are.
And they all seem to have manners. There's a lot of please and thank you and excuse me, and just their demeanor is nice. They're pleasant overall. I don't know.
Okay.
It doesn't. Yeah.
It's a pretty country, and I have been there several times.
Me too.
So
Yeah.
they are lovely. So that's
In fact, I want to go there. I want to go to that ice festival in Quebec.
that would be really.
Did you go to that?
No.
Oh, well, it's going on probably right now because it's that time. But the ice
Oh, right.
festival is in January, I think. But
Okay.
anyway, it's in Quebec, and it just looks fabulous.
Have you been to Quebec before?
Oh yeah.
Oh, you have.
Yeah, when I was
Okay.
little, because I was actually fluent in French when I was young.
Oh my gosh.
I just picked it up real easily, and we started taking French. And gosh, what was I in 3rd or 4th grade? And I also used to speak French, Quebecois French,
gosh.
with my grandfather because he was a French
Canadian?
French Canadian, and
Oh,
my grandma was
wow.
Parisian
Oh,
French.
that sounds so sexy. Well, it sounds sophisticated.
It
French,
does.
Canadian, French, Parisian. Yeah.
It does. They were pretty normal kind of people, but anyway, I guess. Well, my grandmother was she was très parisien.
Oh my God.
But when I was there, because I was making an effort when I was a little kid, that probably made the people nicer to my family.
Oh, okay.
Because I was translating and I was, speaking. For
Wow.
everybody.
Here's this little kid.
How does she know French and they
Right.
don't?
Right.
This family's stupid. Stupid Americans.
Yeah.
Anyway, keep going.
Okay. Next one is, you guessed this one already too.
Oh, just tell me.
Finland.
Oh,
Yeah.
Did I say Finland? No, I said Norway.
Oh, Norway.
Oh, anyway,
See, I get them
Finland.
mixed up.
We're probably out populated by reindeer too. Probably more reindeer than Finnish people. Yeah,
The next one is so surprising. It is Japan.
they have a lot of customs and they do bow a lot. I don't know. Maybe makes them more civil,
I don't know.
but peaceful. I don't know. They work such long hours that there's actually a term which I cannot recall right now for death by overworking. There's a term for that.
A workaholic to death.
Yeah, no,
Like,
it's like
it's
death
like-
by overwork is whatever.
God.
Like it's a translation for a literal term that the Japanese have in their language, which I don't know.
So they just keep working. I mean, I know they work a lot, and I know my husband's company was based, when he worked for his company, was based in Japan.
Yeah.
And he went a couple times, and all I heard about Japan was the men go out and party all night long, every
Right.
single night, and the women stay home, and that's how it rolls. And I don't know how they keep that cycle up of the whiskey, because they love the whiskey, and then they go to work every day, and they just work.
Well, no wonder they're dropping dead. No wonder there's a term for that. But wait, how long ago was that?
Oh,
I mean, was
probably
it-
in the 2000s-ish? Like,
So it wasn't that long ago. How are the women putting up with that?
I mean, maybe women are more working probably 20 years ago.
well, some things have changed in
Yeah.
20 years, but oh well. Anyway,
Yeah.
that surprises me on that list too.
Okay, the last one, complete shocker, and you might have more insight on this one, Czech Republic.
I don't have any insight on that.
I don't even know where it is.
I don't know what it comprises or what comprises the Czech Republic anymore.
I didn't think it was in existence.
How old is this list?
Well,
Well,
not that old.
maybe that includes Czechoslovakia and a couple other Vakias.
Is Czechoslovakia still a country?
Well, that's what I mean. Maybe they don't even call it
Right.
that anymore. Maybe it's,
I know. You remember Yugoslavia?
yeah.
And I've been to Yugoslavia. And Yugoslavia is no longer.
Okay, so maybe that's what it is.
I think it is.
So
Yeah.
they've
Reorganized.
and they have
Call
melded
it
into
Czech Republic. A couple of other little countries that kind of just all fit in.
Boy, we have questions about geography.
Yeah.
We need to learn.
We do.
Ooh, boy, that bothers me that I don't know.
I know.
That kind of bothers
Yeah.
me.
We'll have to Google that one and smarten up. So, ladies, what makes you feel peaceful? Let us know. Send us an email. Check it out.
ladieswhoquestion@gmail.com. Drop us a line. All right. What's next on the docket here?
Okay, next on the docket is just some info, updates on baby boomers. Some fun facts that I don't think we ever discussed before. Well, we've already discussed how many baby boomers are in this country. And 78% are baby boomers.
Wait, 70% of the U.S. population are baby boomers?
Oh, no. No, they're not. Sorry.
Okay. Oh, my God.
Whoa.
Okay.
Okay.
That just
never mind.
was
That
spine tingling.
I was going to, that seems like really high.
Yeah,
Like,
'cause they're all
everybody's going to be dead.
Yeah, we're all going to be
There's
dead
gonna
pretty
be no
soon.
population. No, 78% are online. That means they're using technology.
78% of the baby boomers are actually using technology. Okay.
Right.
Well, I mean, it's been around for a while, and it's probably a matter of degrees, to which they are using it. And that could be just as minor as, oh, yeah, I'm on Facebook, but,
Right. So everybody's accustomed to it.
Right. I have an iPhone.
Yeah. But I mean, even I think that's a pretty strong number because if you're counting all these people that are a little bit older.
It is a strong number.
Then we have to go into the next generation. 10,000 people a day for 18 years are turning 65.
Wait. Okay. Repeat that.
10,000 people a day are turning 65 for 18 years.
Wow. Beginning like
kind of right now. Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. That's a burden on Social Security.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
We're just getting into the thick of it where we're going to be a very strong chunk.
I'd like to know the percentage of baby boomers that are croaking.
Oh, they're aging out?
Yeah. Well, not aging out.
Not aging
but just
out because you go into the next generation. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, most of the greatest generation at this point.
Dying out.
Yeah. So I wonder how, I don't know. It's just something to delve deeper into.
Right.
But let's just stick to what you've got here. Sorry.
That's okay.
My mind always starts to go into the next sphere,
and
the next tangent.
What's it going to be like?
I know. I wrote myself back. Come on, Lisë, come on back.
This is a fact that's not on my list, but somebody told me, a friend told me, babies born today will live to 120.
No,
I don't. Not going to happen.
No, it's not. No, come on.
Okay.
We're killing ourselves with plastics.
I was going to say
pollution and garbage in our water, and
unless we make a pivot and maybe there's a cure for cancer. I don't know. There's so many new diseases.
Well, yeah,
kind of,
and they're man-made,
that
man-driven.
Small children are getting. Are rare diseases that people don't even know where they're coming from. Mm-hmm. So I think we're creating all these diseases based on all the junk we're doing.
Petroleum products are messing with our DNA sequences, turning on different genes that are allowing us to be receptive to cancers of all types, and new ones are developing, through some sort of weird replication or whatever.
And we got to raise money for that disease because there is no money.
Right. Because, it's a new one.
Yeah. I know.
Please.
Oh, my God.
So 120. So they told you that? They were just saying, they probably will, or was that based upon a fact?
No, they acted like they read something about it.
That they're going to live to 120.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and that's probably, maybe they read something about how, because there are a couple guys, there's this one guy, David Sinclair, I listen to his podcast on occasion, and he studies aging, and he discusses how, age can be forestalled or reversing aging. He's done it with mice. They had gray hair, and he did something with their genes, and they got brown hair back, or whatever hair they had back. So they started growing. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. He messed with their DNA sequence and turned a gene back.
It's like a scientific fountain of youth.
Yeah, and then there's this other
drug.
Well, yeah, he actually goes in and
okay.
does something to their DNA sequence and turns it back through.
Wow.
Yeah, that, and There is a drug, he uses metformin or something, and another drug, something to help with reversing aging. I don't know. And there also is, and now the name escapes me. It's a, you know, you have, I can't think of abbreviation or whatever for CRISPR. Oh, CRISPR, that's it. They actually go in and snip. They're using it for sickle cell.
Oh, okay, okay.
Sickle cell disease in
Yes.
African Americans and blacks. Go in, take someone's gene, whatever, I guess probably stem cell, I would imagine, I guess. I don't know. I'm talking out of my butt right now. I'm trying to remember all the things that I've heard, and I hope this all makes sense. And fiddle with it, you know, do something with it. They probably cut out the gene, like they literally edit the DNA.
Can't even imagine.
I know,
that
and take out
so...
the part that has turned on the sickle cell, which is a terribly painful disease.
Horrible.
Yeah,
I just
and
my
they
heart goes
put
out.
it back in, probably through their blood or whatever. I don't know how it gets put back in. I would imagine it's put back into the circulatory system, and it starts to go through their body, and then you don't have the sickle cell anymore. And they're doing it. It's been done successfully with that, and they're moving on to other diseases to do that. So maybe that's what they're thinking of, something like CRISPR. It's CRISPR.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
To keep, okay.
Well, I mean, so we'll cure that. We'll cure that. We'll cure that.
Yeah.
No, in the meantime, we'll be dropping like flies because of all the cancers that are proliferating. Hey, happy podcast. Sorry,
guys.
This is reality.
Yeah.
Anyway. Okay, what's another stat?
They're the highest population that are prone to Hep C.
Boomers?
Yeah. I wonder why.
First of all, there were a lot of heroin users. A lot of people were using. It's there was that period of time where a
60s,
lot of
70s. Yep. Yeah, 60s.
Yeah. I mean, that wasn't confined to that. Heroin's been around for a
okay.
long time. I mean, and people using needles to inject heroin.
Right.
But that proliferated. I mean, it was like, cool, to use
and
H,
And it sits dormant, and then it could appear.
So they're passing Hep C that way. But also it was as a communicable disease, I thought an STD.
About that. Yes, I was wondering about that. Because in all these senior living centers, everybody's getting a little action.
Yeah, well, it's not, I don't think it's Hep C. I think because there's now a vaccine for Hep C, which I don't know if kids get it, but there is a vaccine, I think, for Hep C now.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
okay.
Or some kind of cure for that. So hopefully that can be cured and not passed on through sexual activity or drug use or whatever.
Well, I know STDs are high.
In the rest homes. Yeah. I know about that.
That just disturbs me.
It is.
Because it grosses me.
It's like syphilis is made a resurgence in there. Yeah. And also chlamydia.
Oh my God.
I know. But you know what?
Naughty boomers.
A can of worms.
Yeah.
Well, boomers in the Greatest Generation. It like in those big retirement homes.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like a pass around. Oh, who's got it now?
Oh my God.
I mean that's a can of worms that I don't want to delve into because that just
no. That's one reason to not move there.
Yeah.
Just stay healthy, die in your house.
Well, or just I don't know, be careful.
Right.
Yeah, no one's going to get anyone pregnant, but I mean, come on. There's a lot of reasons to be careful.
Right.
And we just talked about them. So, oh, please, next.
They need
What's
sex
next?
education.
I got to wipe this from my mind.
Okay, this is an interesting fact. New Hampshire has the highest percentage of baby boomers that live there. So when I saw there's
weird.
4 states with the highest percentage. So it's based on the population and the percentage with the population, because I always thought, California, Florida. No, because
it's proportionately.
It's proportionately correct.
Okay, yeah.
Yes. So
that's interesting.
New Hampshire's the highest state. Montana's the next. Vermont's the next.
Wow.
And West Virginia's the 4th.
I wonder.
Isn't that interesting?
Why. Yeah, it is interesting, and I wonder why.
I don't know.
Well, a lot of Vietnam veterans moved to like Montana and those areas. So those are baby boomers.
Right.
And there's kind of that independent attitude in New Hampshire and Vermont. So that may have appealed to a lot of that same sector.
Yes, because they're kind of outdoorsy states where Montana's very peaceful. That's another state that it brings me peace.
It brings you peace.
It brings me peace.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Wide open spaces.
Right when I land there to visit my daughter.
Yeah.
Okay, another fact. 10 million foreigners in the United States are baby boomers.
Okay, 10 million foreigners
Foreign-
mean people who have
Came from foreign countries.
Okay, so 10 million of our entire population as of now are people who are first generation migrant baby boomers.
Right. Or they have come here at some age in their life and
okay.
now they're 65.
Okay, so 10 million
and
of
they're
the baby
60.
boomer population, the entire baby
Yeah,
boomer population
correct.
are first generation foreigners.
Just a little fact.
No, I think it's interesting. How many baby boomers are there again in the U.S.? Did you already say?
No.
Oh, I thought you said that.
I thought it was 73 million.
Sounds about right.
Which
We're
I
up to
will-
like about what 300 million, right?
Yeah,
in
we're over
the U.S.
300
I'm
million.
just throwing that out. I don't know.
I think we're at 330.
I'm terrible with stats.
Oh, well, they kind of change, but then they kind of don't. I'll look it up really quick.
Yeah, because I would be interested in knowing what the percentage is there. That's sort of
71.6.
percent.
No, million.
Oh, million. Mm-hmm. Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Close.
I knew it was in the 70s.
Yeah.
And the population, I think, and then the U.S. population is
You said 330. I said 300.
339.
339. Wow.
340. Really 340 because it's 339,996.
I remember when I was in first grade or second grade or something, and they had a big map. This was like what 1960, what 1, 2, and a big map. Mm-hmm. And the teacher had written or done something in numbers and letters, and said two. I think it was like
2 million?
Well, no. It was like either 225 or 250 million or something like that. And then it showed projected, because we were all the same age in our class.
Right.
When you are 21, this is how many people there will be in the U.S. when you turn 21.
Oh.
And we were all like, oh, wow.
No room for us.
Yeah, I'm already trying to wrap my head around, as a little kid going, wow, there are 250 million people in the United States. What does that even mean?
Yeah.
And here I am at this age.
Right.
Still going, really?
Wow.
There are 339.4 or whatever million people in the United States? Like, go. It's like looking up at the sky.
Yeah.
I'm going, oh, what's all that? How? What? And that's why we are Ladies Who Question.
That's right. And the funny fact about the 340 million that live in the United States.
Yeah.
So there's probably 6 states that are really crowded with people.
Well, let's see.
They take up New York, California, Florida.
Yeah.
Illinois is not that crowded because we just have Chicago, and then once
Yeah.
you start spreading out. So, and it's funny to think Montana, the population is 1 million.
I think it sounds great.
It does.
Yeah.
For a big state
For a big state.
compared to the whole United States population.
Oh, Texas. Well, of course, Texas is big.
Yeah, Texas is
But they
big.
do they're getting in, in Arizona, they're getting an increasing
Arizona.
amount of the population lately.
Yeah. People are leaving California.
Colorado.
Texas is 30 million.
It's a big state, though.
It is.
So, I
yeah,
don't know.
it's spread out.
Yeah. Anyway.
So anyways, those are just some interesting facts I was a little bit curious about, to try to be, uplifting and positive and not talk about what's really going on in the world.
No, because I don't want to.
do that. No.
My self-imposed ostrich pose for January and February is going pretty well.
Oh, good.
By that, I mean, I decided when everything was getting me so crazy, and to borrow a phrase from Saturday Night Live, verklempt, all the world, the news, the feeling helpless and not like anything I did make a difference to make everything better. I just sort of shut down and I said, okay, January and February or however long it takes, I'm not going to do what I normally do, which is keep up with all the news all the time. And it's working pretty well.
Good.
I'm just checking in here. This is my mental health check.
Yes.
I watched all of the Gilmore Girls episodes, which I loved that. And then I watched their limited series.
Oh,
And
nice.
it took a long time. It was a real commitment. But I thought, because I'd forgotten how it ends. I forgot who got together, who broke up. And because it was a long time ago that series was on.
Right. I've never watched it.
Oh, well, I watch it because the town that is represented, that everything revolves around, called Stars Hollow, to me is so much like Lake Bluff.
I thought you were going to say that.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, they have all the characters. They have the festivals.
Stepford Wives 101.
Oh, no, not at all.
Okay.
Oh, no. Characters.
Everybody. Characters.
Yeah,
yes.
like vividly different.
Okay.
Like Bluff, like, a lot of different kind of people. They have all the town gossip. They have the crazy town meetings, village, whatever.
A beauty shop.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's where it all goes down.
Well, a lot of it goes down, the diner.
Okay.
And in the market and, all in the town square and at the Dragonfly Inn. I know these words mean nothing to anybody if you haven't watched it, but if you have, you know what I'm talking about. It is so like Lake Bluff. Oh. Anyway, it's worked because I do feel less frantic. I feel a little less just distracted. And I don't recommend this as a steady diet. Like, I'm going to have to sooner or later re-enter, But it was pretty great for January and February to just dissolve into it. Yeah. And then I had to watch all those movies.
Oh, that's right.
I had to, but I did have to to vote for the Screen Actors Guild Awards.
So you got through that. Okay.
Mostly, I have one more I have to watch tonight. I have to watch Poor Things.
Oh,
because I have to. Sorry, I wasn't meaning to flip you off. I was trying to. I should use my index finger.
Okay.
I was like counting. I didn't need to do that. And so anyway, I'm going to watch that. Did you watch that yet?
No, because we can't find it. It's on a channel that we don't get, or we had to pay for it. So we haven't been able to yet.
I thought it was on Peacock.
One. Oh, is it? Okay, I'll check it out. It's one left that I have to see too.
I just keep hearing different interviews, like with
Emma Stone
and with Mark Ruffalo.
Right.
And I like both those actors. And it just looks like a weird movie. And I want to. I want to watch it. So, and I'm supposed to. So
good.
Anyway, so I got to vote properly. I think tonight's my last night to watch it. So
okay, well, let's wrap this up.
Yeah, I'm done.
And please.
Anything else?
No, that's kind of what I brought to the table today.
Well, that was
which was
fun.
Just kind of light and fluffy.
I'm glad you did. We'll have to do this. We'll from time to time.
We'll switch it up. We won't do it every week. Don't worry. Don't worry, ladies out there.
But I mean, we just spring on each other. Like you, I didn't know what you were going to bring to the table today, and like last week, you kind of didn't know. So anyway, that's it. We're done.
All you ladies, rate and review us wherever you get your podcast.
Please
follow us on Instagram, Threads, Facebook, YouTube, and send us a question through our Gmail at ladieswhoquestion@gmail.com. And have a good one.
Have a great one. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Say bye again.
Bye.
Okay, now we're equal.
Okay.
Thanks, Harvey. Ladies Who Question is executive produced and edited by me, Lisë Dominique, and also executive produced by Holli Caulfield. Holli also does most of our research, and Claire Caulfield is in charge of technical assistance and social media. Music, My Lionheart. Sketch music by Florian Manx and Matthew Anderson. Thanks for listening. Please subscribe, follow, rate, and review Ladies Who Question on Apple Podcasts or wherever you get your podcasts. Send your thoughts to ladieswhoquestion@gmail.com. Follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Threads, and our website, ladieswhoquestion.com.
All content discussed on Ladies Who Question are the opinions of Lisë Dominique and Holli Caulfield and should not be construed as advice of any kind. By listening to this podcast, you agree not to use this podcast as advice of any personal or medical issue for yourself or others. This disclaimer also applies to guests or contributors to the podcast.